R&B Money.
You guys have established yourself at this point as a powerhouse rap label.
Right.
Even if that's not the intention, it's just what happens. It's the music business. Everything is about boxes that nobody wants to be in.
Of course.
But now you're in that box. You're West Coast, gangster rap, all those things.
Right.
Just, this is what they do.
Yep.
Then y'all hit a full turn.
Yeah.
And say, you know what? We're going to sign an R&B artist that's not from the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a woman.
Yep.
What's the thought process into that?
That's exactly what the thought process was for me personally. So I'm looking at what we're doing. So we established, we got J-Rock, we got Kendrick, we got Schoolboy Q popping on the radio now. We got Ab Soul, that's everybody's favorite rapper.
Mm-hmm.
J-Rock got his joint out. We established now. We're a hip-hop rap label.
Yeah, y'all cracking.
So my mindset was like, all right, I want to branch out and see if we can become a dominant music label. And that was my mindset, moving with SZA.
Because that's not something that is normal either, though.
Right.
Right? Because like you said, becoming a music label.
Yeah.
Most hip-hop labels, in my opinion, they don't really know how to make that transition.
Right.
Because him and I talk about this all the time. The radio department is different.
Mm-hmm.
You're not servicing the same DJs.
Truth.
Like it's a whole nother game.
It is. See, but one of the advantages, right? What attracted me to her was she approached her songs as an MC.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As opposed to a traditional R&B singer or just a singer in general. Like she approached it as an MC. Like I'm listening to the words and the metaphors and the stuff she's saying. I'm like, oh, I know what this is. I'm familiar with this.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, we got 4 hard hitters. So it was just a matter of transitioning that in to what we doing.
Where do you find the SZA? How do you find?
Man, it was all,
this is the one?
bro, it was all accident actually. Kendrick had a show in Brooklyn. And I remember this because this was exactly a year before Good Kid, Mad City dropped. So it was a year to the day, October 22nd, 2011. So he's doing a show and she's helping out one of her friends behind the merch booth. So, I'm trying to get some merch. They ain't have my size. They had all little sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So, we exchanged info with her, or my guy exchanged info with her. And she was going to meet us the next day and bring sizes or whatever. So she pulled up the next day with one of her friends and we meet in the hotel lobby. So we just sitting there, we chopping it up, and her friend has these earphones in. And she's just kind of like in her own zone, just bobbing her head. So I'm getting distracted when I'm talking. I'm like, yo, what are you listening to? And she was like, this her. You ain't know she sing. I'm like, what? I said, let me hear it. So I listened. And like, it was crazy. Like her voice caught me right off top. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. She said she wasn't going to say nothing, but I don't know if that was a setup or what.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you. Like,
so you be bobbing like
right.
You got a vibe. You got a vibe. I'm going to be over here with these t-shirts.
I'm going to try to act like
right.
I'm not what you listening to. Just do you.
Right. But apparently this was one of the first real songs that she actually recorded. So she had did some stuff before. She had messed around on hooks with friends or whatever. But like, that's her first real record. Like, I think this was the second one she did. So from there, we kept in contact. And, she'd send me stuff she was working on and we'd talk back and forth. I'd, give advice and this and that. So that went on for 2 years. before, we actually decided we're gonna work together. So
has she been even shopping stuff to label anything? No.
It was more so just around New York, around the cool kids in New York at the time. And because literally that song I heard was a part of her first EP. So that was the first thing that she ever put out to the public. So I was already kind of on board at that point. As far as...
Just on some consulting with her, helping her.
Exactly. So I was in New York one time, we met up, and her manager had just quit. I said she didn't want to work with her no more. I was a fumble, but...
Yeah.
We talking, she's like, you know what, you should just manage me. I'm like, hey, you know what? You're right. Let's do it.
Because you already believing in it.
Yeah, for sure. See, but I didn't want to like push or, you know what I mean? Because she had her thing she was trying to do. So I'm just respectful of that. And when, she needed advice or whatever, then I'd lean in. But once that opened up, I was like, all right, bet, let's go.
So
was that the moment that made it?
Yeah.
Push through? Like, okay.
Absolutely.
Nah, okay.
100%.
How was the conversation with Top, though? Or does he already know about her?
Nah, he didn't know about her. I was actually strategic about it. I know this dude so well. So I went around the camp first. We had her music. So
yeah. You put the headphones on.
Right.
Yeah.
What you listen to? I'll just,
So I let Dave hear it first. Dave liked it.
Because Dave the first person that told me about SZA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I let him hear it first. He liked it. Then I let Musa hear it. Musa liked it. Then I went to Top. No, I let Kendrick hear it too. So everybody loved the music. And then I hit Top. I'm like, yo, got this new artist I think we should mess with. He was like, yeah. Anybody heard it yet? I said, yeah, Dave heard it. Musa heard it. Kendrick heard it. It's like, oh, dope. It's like, man, you seen her perform live yet? She got a show in Brooklyn coming up. I'm going to fly out there with Dave.
Oh, you had the full setup.
Oh, I was ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, bet. And he heard the music and he liked it. So then once we flew out there, we surprised her. She didn't know we was coming. She did her set or whatever, and it was locked in from there.
Ooh, yeah. R&B money.